Hello everyone, welcome to the VUniverse podcast. I'm Emphy and here are my co-hosts.
Hello, my name is Soy Crab.
You're a soy boy?
And then there's Jam.
Don't drink soy. You might grow breath.
No, I'm very manly. I eat my beef, raw beef every single day.
Does soy make you grow breasts?
I think so.
Bro,
I
I
know
knew
it's
that.
higher in. I know so they're high in estrogen. That's why. You know the Burger King Impossible Whopper had like high levels of estrogen in it.
Really?
Yeah, so people were making jokes about it.
Oh my god, I can have HRT while eating food. It's the biggest
It's
dream.
great.
Let's see. Soy consumption has been on the topic of debate, particularly concerning its potential effects on breast health. While some studies suggest soy may help reduce breast cancer, particularly in premenopausal women, and potentially reduce the recurrent risk in survivors. No, what did I hear? I thought like soy had something in estrogen or help or made like your best.
It might
bigger or
not
something.
be the soy, but it just probably the synthetic meat, or whatever they use. A lot of. Hold on, let me grab the article.
Welcome to our first topic where we talk about soy.
Today we'll be talking about boobs.
We're talking about milk.
Milk.
We're talking
Milk.
milk. Give him a glass of milk, Josh. Yeah.
Where is it? Where it's the? I only get a screenshot of it, but it's like back when it first came out, like 2019. Burger King Impossible Whopper has 18 million times more estrogen than regular Whopper,
Jesus.
and that was like 2019. So they had to reformulate the whole thing.
Burger King.
Give
No,
me
I
that
only know Burger
Whopper.
Queen.
Yeah.
I only know the Burger Queen, man. Never heard of a Burger King.
I
Never
need
eaten that many
massive
burgers,
Honka
nah.
Donks.
No, Burger King with the Impossible Whopper trying to turn you into a Dairy Queen.
Damn. Yeah, soy has like estrogen. I'm pretty sure. I'm just like
Yeah.
double checking
Something.
because I don't want to say something and then be wrong about it.
Don't quote us on
Actually,
this.
Spreading misinformation on accident. So sorry. Okay,
me
yeah.
when
Soy.
I lie
It
and
says
spread misinformation.
Yeah, it says that soy does contain estrogen, but not in the form of a human hormone. It contains phytoestrogens, which are plant-based compounds that can mimic some of the effects of estrogen in the body, but they are not the same as human estrogen. These phytoestrogens primarily isoflavones. What the fuck? I'm casting a spell reading this.
Yeah.
Genistein and diazine, which bind to estrogen receptors in the body, but they generally have a much weaker effect than human estrogen.
I cast Legardium Devastine.
I mean, for real.
Me pondering my orb.
What else had like estrogen? I think semen has estrogen as well.
No, I know it's high in protein.
Definitely.
How do you know? How do you know?
I saw a gag comic about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, let me get a protein shake straight from the fucking source.
That literally was how the comic went.
Oh god. Nah.
Don't
Great.
worry about it, chat.
Welcome to Sexual Education. I'm your host Jam, and today we will be talking about the human anatomy and what
We'll be talking
you
about the
should do
penis.
to prevent having children in the year 2025.
We're talking about the penis. How to castrate yourself. Step 1: play League of Legends.
This podcast.
No, this
We're already off
episode's
to a
already gone
wonderful
south.
start.
But we're just on for time to see if Dew and Fish just join in mid-session.
Yeah.
I doubt it.
They're not. They ain't.
No, I sent a whole list of names towards Dew. You know, here's the list.
Yeah.
Dew,
They're.
Dubert, Roberto, Duberto, Clue, Blue, New, Goo, Shoo, Sue, Soup, Goo, Moo, Woo, Zoo, Coo, Loo, Look a New, Gru, Chew.
I just know once Dew wakes up, I'm gonna get a DM that's like, "What the fuck?" Because I sent Dew the one TikTok was like, "Wake up, wake up, wake
No,
up."
I sent like
run,
Dew 20
run,
messages. So yeah, they're gonna be confused.
Yeah. Let's get started with our first actual topic.
Was it not soy?
So,
No more boobs. No
No
more
more
boobs.
soy.
Was it not the Astro Burgers?
No more soy, no more Whoppers. We're
Damn.
talking about artist writing and streaming struggles. So, like, how have you guys like had some struggles lately with that? Because I have. I definitely have.
Well, what are your struggles first?
Well, because I've been trying to get people to like notice my commissions and like adoptables, and I've like posted everywhere, and yet like I get no notice. Like nobody's like seeing it, and so yeah, it's hard. It's hard to
It's
get
tricky
noticed.
because the
Yeah.
market's oversaturated, and
Yeah.
especially with the what do I say? What's on my tongue? The notoriety, quote unquote, Twitter artists have.
Yeah.
People are fed up with them,
Mm-hmm.
and so that kind of just like, oh, people aren't looking at Twitter as much.
Yeah. Though I've been
So-
posting it
Artists like that
elsewhere
migrated.
too. I've been posting it
Yeah.
like Reddit. I'm waiting to post on DeviantArt because they haven't sent me the email yet to reset my password and stuff.
Yeah.
I've been posting like where else? Instagram. I've been posting like just everywhere I can, even like Discord servers, and no one's interested. And
Yeah.
it makes me feel
I feel
like,
that.
oh, is my art not good enough? Like, what am I doing wrong? It's like hard to like get noticed.
Yeah, I did see the design. They were really cute.
Thank you. Thank you.
I have an idea. Because I've seen people do this before.
Yeah.
I have an
So
idea.
how much? Here's my me. I'm gonna put on my suit. Get in my executive chair. How much? So how much are they right now?
I reduced them to $15.
Okay, so let's say if you wanted, so if they were 25 before, $15, make them a quote unquote mystery thing.
Oh, that might be interesting.
Because it's
Explain.
like, oh, because here, so it's like, oh, they're all blurred out, or it's like little digital capsule thing. Like, oh, $15, you get a random one.
Mm-hmm.
Because gambling always makes the money go ka-ching.
That's true.
Oh,
Look at
that's
look at all those gotcha games.
Like, here's the thing. Because the issue is, I've noticed it's with restaurant. When I go into a diner and they have a huge menu array, I get
Overwhelmed.
There's too many options.
Yeah.
Like, one thing I want to do for my adopts, I want to get the adopts done, and then for $5 extra, D&D stat sheet with them.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
So not only there's more attachment to them, they're more than just a little PNG you get. But
There's
that's just me, my
lore,
little brain
there's a
writing.
background. I was gonna say, like, I don't know if you tried Blue Sky already yet,
I haven't yet.
but that's where like a lot of artists have like migrated to. I'll see like a lot of art from the same artist, and they'll get like double the attention than they do
Yeah.
on Twitter. So
Okay, I might try that.
The thing with adoptables is that you need to find a way to get people attached to them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why a lot of people who do adoptables do like little lore snippets or everything, and a lot of lore building.
Mm-hmm.
So they come attached. And it's like, oh, I like this persona.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
Because it's a matter. It's either like there's a higher chance to buy if there's a personal connection.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, and I asked around, and I got one response for this other site, and then I've been posting there, and then I found no luck either.
What site was it?
Why? Well, it's yourcharacterhere.commish.
Hmm.
It's a big like adoptables site and commission site. But like I noticed like the same problem where it's like oversaturated and like no one really noticed my like adopts. I got only one like. So not very much luck there. I was hoping to, like DeviantArt might be better because I had more luck there, but like there my email doesn't work there because I had a really old email,
Right.
and so I might have to make a new account. And
Yeah,
that's
a new account
annoying.
might just be the best. Yeah. I say VGen, but VGen you gotta be invited in.
I'm in VGen too, and I haven't had
Oh,
any
okay. You
luck.
could because I see.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So That's my struggles. What about y'all? It could
Yeah,
be like
just have,
streaming
like-
struggles and stuff too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I think I've had mainly just struggles in streaming. I'm no longer as consistent as I want to be anymore, and I
Mhm.
slowly just melted into a puddle away.
Same for that, but for me, it's like I have trouble actually, or I'm too lazy to actually promote my streams and stuff.
Oh, same.
Well, that
Only
too.
because it's like when I want to do a stream announcement, I feel like I need to have my own like special art, and I used to do art like little shit posts for it a lot, and it just
But it
all
gets
having
exhausting.
to
It gets
yeah that
exhausting
had
to
to make all
posts.
the do all the pings and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's too many servers where I had promoted my streams in where it's like I hate doing this. It's very exhausting just to get this
Yeah.
all out
Yeah.
and then stream, and then no one ever comes anyway. It's
That's
like
how
trying to
it
send
is.
in like a birthday invitation. It's like being like that kid who sends
Yeah.
birthday invitations to everyone and no one comes to the birthday. Like, what was the point?
Yeah,
it just feels
that's
bad.
why my
Also-
friend's been doing it where whenever he's streaming, he'll be in call with us so that he at least has people to talk to.
Mm. Yeah.
Because until you get like consistent chatters, I struggle with it too, filling the quiet void.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've considered just like kind of like no longer talking on streams and just like turning off the microphone because like how rarely people ever really come in.
But the thing is, you kind of have to keep talking. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, the moment someone comes in, they're like, oh, it's silent. I'm going to leave. So
Yeah.
it's kind of
You kinda
like you
have
have
to
to.
Talk to yourself, and that's a skill you have to build up. One thing I used to do originally, but OBS won't let me put it on. I'm like, no, this is good. I don't have OBS show me my viewer count anymore.
Yeah, that's smart. So
Yeah.
that way it's
So-
not like pressure.
Yeah, so it's either no matter if there's no one watching or everyone's watching, I talk the same.
Yeah.
That's fair. I think it's also like not even back to promoting stuff. It's not even like just Discord servers. It's also on every social media and your
Yeah.
own Discord server.
Yeah. It's stuff like that makes me wish I had my own manager to do that, but it's like that's expensive and I can just do it myself.
Yeah.
Not having you're being a small indie part-time VTuber is not
Yeah.
great to have a manager.
I
It's a nice fantasy, but no, don't do it.
Yeah, I know. It's like I saw a person, one of someone I was following, was whining about, oh, it's so hard. It's so hard to be an indie VTuber, and it's like, you have to do your own work, you have to make your own content, whatever. It's like, yeah, that's part of the job. That's the uphill battle.
Mhm.
I hate to say it, but if you're not cut out for it, if you're whining this early about it, you're not cut out for it.
I found for
Yeah.
me, I just do it for the love of the game, honestly.
Yeah.
And that's what's been helping me get through it, even when I don't have like viewers, is like I just love like talking and like even if it's to no one, I love talking and like playing my games and stuff. And so I like enjoy it, and I feel like that just doing it for the love of it is helpful. Because then you don't feel pressured like, oh, I need the numbers.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a hobby. It's not your job.
Hmm.
You would like it to be your job, but it's a hobby either way.
Yeah.
Pain.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. Other struggles.
It is really just a delicate circus of like juggling different things.
Hmm.
And I wish I could
Pain.
just undergo like mitosis and just split myself into 3 me's.
Yeah.
But like if I do that, would they all keep my intelligence, or like would they get like 1/3 of my intelligence?
We don't know. You'd have to test it. It depends on how you're split.
Next time on stream, we gotta find out.
We're gonna do a science experiment, guys.
Dissecting crab. Did you know? That reminds me. Usually, axolotls can pretty much regrow any limb. It's crazy wild.
Oh, and like flatworms, they will reproduce by literally being cut in half. Like they'll split
Yeah.
in half and then they'll form a new one. It's so weird.
It's crazy. I was just talking about how weird nature is, and like, as I saw a video of like a sugar glider eating a pupa, and it's weird because like pupas, they're like just bug soup, but they remember to just, oh, I gotta be a butterfly
Yeah.
at like 5 p.m. today.
I'm late to my meeting. Let's transform.
Oh, that's my meeting.
Hold on. I'm
Hold on,
stuck in a
hold on.
cocoon.
Putting on
I
the
don't have my
wings.
pants on yet. Where's my dick at? Where's my dick at?
Shit, where's my antenna? I'm missing my antenna. Honey, have you seen my antenna?
Where's my super antenna?
Honey, where
Where's
are my
super
wings?
suit?
Where is my antennas? Anyways.
So I got sidetracked for a moment.
Yeah, where were we?
I don't remember.
We were talking about creative struggles.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Y'all got creative struggles?
Sometimes I deal with like
Yeah.
like artist block, honestly. Or sometimes I'm like disappointed in my own artwork. I like finish it and I'm like, wow, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like I could do better.
I've been feeling that recently.
Mm-hmm.
And like the mindset I have to approach with that is more like, hey, it might suck, it might be dookie dog ass, but you still made something.
Yeah.
You put the effort in. There's people who turn out AI slop,
Yeah.
and they don't own it by the way.
Yeah, you could take it.
Yeah. I like the
Yeah.
trend of people copying AI designs, just redrawing them better, but I could just use my noggin and just think of.
Yeah. Use the powers in your brain.
Use the powers. The power within.
Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would you for your like streaming careers and everything, would you personally want to go back in time to just kind of start it all over again and see what you could have done better?
For me, not really. I'm actually happy with it. Maybe I could have gone back and done my debut like different. I remember like I could have done more. But generally I'm pretty happy with like all my content and stuff.
Crab?
I'd say the same because again, I actually kind of stumbled into. I have a habit of falling into things. So I was never.
watch
This
where you're
all
looking.
streaming start. This streaming thing all started when like, oh, it'd be really funny if I threw an application to Hollow Stars.
Mm.
And then here I am. I applied to a whole bunch of different places, and I'm here.
Here I am,
And-
not in Hollow Stars.
Not Hollow Stars, but like I'm better.
I am better,
I'm
I am
smarter. I'm
better.
better. Rah.
man.
But again, because it's kind of is like there's a learning experience to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like saying like, oh, if you go back in time, back when you were a kid and invest in Bitcoin, would you?
Probably.
Well,
It's
no,
like-
probably
I mean,
not
well,
that.
yeah, but like,
Yes, let me invest in Crypto Zoo.
No.
let me go invest in Tenna coin.
Let me. Have you heard of NFTs?
Yeah,
God.
I'll show you something very fungible.
Those ads were horrible. I kept seeing those ads every time I
Yeah.
scrolled through Twitter at one point.
Bro, my
I
favorite
love-
game, they like completely stopped like what's it called? They stopped like the servers and everything for it, and it was such a fun game. And then instead they started selling NFTs.
Oh,
And I was
that's a
like,
game?
really?
Oh,
It was Feral. Fair.io.
Feral.
And it was like this game where you could customize like your creature and stuff. And like,
I'm
play.
sorry. The name Pharaoh sounds like some kind of like furry grinder.
It's not.
Ah,
It's
get a
related to
notification.
Animal Jam.
Oh,
I know it's
no.
not, but it sounds like
I
it.
got a match on Feral. Hold on, guys. I'll be
No.
right back. I'm gonna be meeting with Sparkle Fur.
Sparkle
Sparkle
fur,
fur.
and it's like the whole. It's like the one carpet fursuit guy.
Oh my god, I remember that. That
Carpet
was
fursuit
deep in my
guy?
memory.
Damn, do you not know?
No, it was the carpet fursuit guy.
Oh my god. Okay, so it's a guy who made his first suit out of all carpet samples.
Yeah, it looked terrible. It like scrappy.
I'm looking at
It smelled like dog ass.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up. Oh my god. What the? This is the shit that I'd see in a character creator. What the fuck is that?
I know.
Fucking Secret of the Mimic ass prototype mascot costumes looking ass.
My
What?
name is
So
Edwin.
bad.
I made the carpet.
Secret of the Carpet.
Secret of the carpet.
That's
Secret of the carpet.
What the fuck is that? Father, help me! Let me out of my misery. The smell. There's no way you get pink. You don't get like pink eye or some diseases wearing that. I don't know how old that carpet is, but there's something. If there's an open wound, you're getting a disease. Could be new, could be old. You get to name it.
Champion of Nurgle.
What?
Nurgle is like in Warhammer, the one. So there's chaos factions,
Mhm.
and like Nurgle's the one that's all about rot and decay and disease. Where Nurgle's whole thing is like, you're perfect, just the way you are, like right now. Don't die. And he'll give you diseases, and it'll be like a blessing. A lot of Nurgle worshippers don't feel pain, but they're actively rotting.
Oh, that's gross.
Let me grab a
though.
picture of Nurgle. Let me grab a
Is
picture
that
of
not a
Nurgle.
zombie?
Well, yeah, but like everyone kind of sucks in the 41st millennium. But that's Nurgle.
Reminds me of like those fungi where they take over a bug carcass.
Yeah, or like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Last of Us kind of clicker
You
zombies.
mean the cordyceps?
Yeah, I think that's what they were
Yeah,
inspired
it's
by.
cordyceps.
Yeah.
It's the mushroom that takes
Mushrooms are
over.
freaky.
It takes over different species of bugs, and then manipulates them to seek the highest place, and then
So you
spread the
can
spores.
go mushroom all over.
Yep,
I'm pretty sure I
mushrooming,
really
I'm
mushrooming.
mushrooming.
I'm mushrooming.
So good. I'm
I'm
mushrooming it.
mushrooming so
it.
hard. Ah, I'm sporing all over.
But
Anyway,
well,
Anyway.
we do gotta do a one episode on Warhammer all the time. There's so much to it.
Oh yeah, I'll have fun with that. I'm gonna sit that one out. I'll be like that one kid in the corner, not knowing what the fuck is going on.
I know nothing about Warhammer.
I've been being roped into it by a friend because of the games we play, and it's silly. I just want to touch on the orcs real quick because the orcs have a magic where if they believe something hard enough, they manifest into reality.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm
That's
God,
why-
I'm God, I'm
I'm s-
God, I'm God.
I'm sorry.
like,
They have
there's-
reality warping magic for free.
Like, because they're so stupid that they actually believe. So like there was one time some orcs were on the space bridge on one of the spaceships fixing stuff, and they don't have space helmets on, and they're fixing and they're banging on the thing. They're working, and the one orc captain is like, "Hey, what you gibbons doing without your helmet on?" And like, "Oh, we don't need the helmet." "Oh, yeah, you do. We're in space. You can't breathe in space." And they all suffocate immediately.
Oh
my That's great. That's great.
Some
They
Looney
paint-
Tunes
Yeah, no,
cartoon
that's
ass
exactly what they are.
watch
That's
it.
why I like playing orcs. They the way they paint things, like they believe in the powers and colors. So like they believe that because the space marines, they're blueberries, they keep killing them. They believe that blue is the strongest color. So that just reinforces the cycle of space marines killing them. They paint their stuff red because red is the fastest color. They
Really?
they think purple is the sneakiest color because have you ever seen a purple orc?
For
No?
fuck's sake.
Oh my God.
A lot of their weapons don't even have ammo. They just shout bang and shoot, and they shoot out something.
Oh, that is so
What?
funny.
What is this logic, man?
I want to be
That
an orc.
is-
It's incredibly
Warhammer?
silly. And then they have their god. where it's Mork and Orc. Mork is cunning but brutal, and Orc is brutal but cunning.
So, is there ever been a orc that's been smart enough to acknowledge their power and like go full throttle with it, or no?
Not really, because once they catch onto it, they kind of lose it.
Oh dang.
What?
But if a
What is that
person, because it's like
bullshit?
it's like because it's the warp. The warp is this like force. It's like the Star Wars force, but it's incredibly fucked up, and any interaction with it will cause a demon to spawn.
Why do demons keep spawning in my house?
Because you're a psyker.
That's some crazy.
But
ass
you can, if you can trick an
logic.
or if you can trick an orc to believe something, then it'll be manifested. And they're really stupid.
Orcs, do you believe in big booty bitches?
Big
Orcs,
booty
do you
Latinas.
Orcs, do you believe in big booty bitches?
A lot of orcs, a lot of orc medics, when they fix people, this is the last one, I promise. When they fix people, they'll just duct tape like machine parts to them, and they'll be fine.
Wait, they'll duct tape machine parts to what?
The orc, like let's say an orc gets like his whole body blown off, they'll just take the head, plop it on like a tank, and like he's fine.
Yeah, that's Jimmy.
Oh, hey, Jeremy,
he's
just another
looking
day. Yeah,
different.
that's right, Richard.
But that's enough of the orcs for now. I could go on for hours. I have a friend who could go on for even more, but that's not for today.
That's ridiculous.
Should we talk
It
about
should be overpowered, but it somehow not.
Yeah.
But, huh?
Everyone in Warhammer is overpowered.
Everyone. I tried playing a Warhammer game. I don't think I really like.
Yeah, I don't like large scale Warhammer. I like the small kill team. You get little teams of 10, and it's like objective based or kill based. A lot easier to manage. But what topic were you gonna mention, Envy?
Our next topic was the termination of Twisty.
Oh,
Twisted Nippy.
Yes.
connection terminated. I'm sorry, Twisty.
I'm not sorry. I saw that footage with dude. I'm not sorry. That
I
shit
know.
was
I'm just doing the bit.
We're so sorry for your loss. Anyway, back to the real news. This duck crossed the river.
Niji-san, talent being shitty. Fork found in kitchen.
Yep.
More
They
news
just
at
get
9.
worse. I feel like they just get worse and worse every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then all the good ones leave and they become
Yeah.
way more popular.
Yeah, like Doki Bird. I love Doki Bird.
Yeah, and then
I don't remember what Doki Bird's previous
Made
identity
Mint.
She was selling. She was selling.
Yeah.
Was she the green
No,
fish
no.
lady?
No, purple. Like okay,
Purple
like
dragon.
here's a.
Oh, the
I'm
purple
gonna
dragon.
send
Okay.
like
Barney.
I'm gonna send
Barney,
that like
okay.
you yeah. Like you
Oh,
can't
yeah,
tell me that-
Barney.
like, you can see the semblance.
I see the art style. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's Made Mint.
And then there's Mint, yeah.
Yeah, Mint
K9
was-
Kuro. There's
Mint was the elf
Mutara-Khan.
thing.
Yeah.
Mutara-Khan was the outcome. And yeah, there was K9 Karo as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Michi Mochi? I think Michi Mochi.
Yeah,
I
that
might talk
her
about
too.
this in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Phrase. They became more popular than not only their previous identity, but like
Mhm.
Niji's on their ass.
And they're
Yeah.
much happier now too.
Oh, that's definitely also true. I don't know how the hell. Man, so glad we're not a corporation.
Mhm.
So glad we
Yeah,
don't have
being a
managers
VTuber group,
assaulting us or
I could never
anything.
imagine.
So bizarre. I'm surprised they haven't like kicked out more of the male VTubers, because I think the reason why Twisty was got exterminated was leaking footage of them being weird. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was what happened was it was Aster. I think it was Aster who turned out to be a sex pest and had actual rape allegations against him.
Oh my god.
And he's still around. And Neji Sanji worked hard to keep that under the. And they did. Oh, we did an investigation. We found nothing. And it's like.
Yeah.
I'll never
It's
forgive
like, okay.
the Japanese.
Where it's yeah. It's like I do. I don't like Twister. I don't like Aster. But it's in the eyes of the public. It's interesting. It's interesting to see that Twisty has gotten more backlash for what she's said than what Aster has done for what he's did.
Yeah, I don't think that video really did anything to call out Aster. It called out Twisty more. And I just remember mainly from that video of that recording was like most of that was like her dogging on a singular viewer, like she was like making fun of how they were Indian, calling them names, and like straight up just talking behind their back, and then they were complaining about their whole fucking fan base. Like there was just nothing she was appreciative about her community.
That's shitty.
And then I saw the
Yeah.
Twitter comments of everyone reacted to that post, and they were like, "Based, I support. This is the only VTuber I like."
I think both
What
of them
fucking
need to
time
be
zone am I
thrown
in?
into a. I think all of Niji Sanji that's still there right now needs to be thrown into a wood chipper.
Yeah, no, Witchipper's too harsh.
Well, because I don't know them all too well. Like everyone I do
Put him
know
in
and
a
care
put him in a
about.
dungeon. Put him in a dungeon, and you look through the footage of, and then you look through the ones that might be good, and you let them free.
Niji Sanji Squid Games.
Yeah,
Oh
the
my gosh.
Niji, the squid, the Niji games, man.
The Niji Games.
Whoever last one to live gets to be free.
It reminds me of the one where it's a meme of Olaf going like, "Well done." It's like the caption's like, "Oh, me when the last child I had locked up realizes that the door was unlocked the entire time. He didn't have to kill all his friends."
Hmm.
And like just the Niji Sanji dungeon, we don't tell him the door's unlocked. We just let them all fight to death.
There's just the one VTuber that checks and just slowly leaves the room.
Yeah, and we're like, "Well done, you did it."
Insane. Who else was problematic that like didn't really? Because I remembered Esper.
Esper.
Esper, I that's the one I didn't remember the most because he was also being like he was racist on stream towards Caucasian folk. There was a clip that pissed me
Was
off.
that Uki?
Esper-
Violetta?
Esper was the guy with the male VTuber with like purple hair. I think I recall.
I thought that was
Yeah, I'm trying to
Violetta.
look up.
Maybe it wasn't Esper. Maybe
No,
I'm
no,
thinking...
it was Violetta because you're mixing up. I think you're mixing up Vesper, which Vesper was a Hollow Stars guy. I think.
Yeah, it's Uki
Yeah,
Violetta.
Vesper is now the orc guy.
Oh no, I said Esper. ESPR.
Yeah, I'm not seeing Esper, but I think it was Violetta.
Maybe
because
that
I
was
remember
it.
that he was the one that was saying names and stuff.
Yeah, he was like, I remember there was just a clip of him. He's like, I saw this white old couple together, and I almost vomited
Why would you say that?
on stream.
Why would he say that?
On stream, it was like, what? Huh? And he's like, they were minding their own business as well. He didn't say anything that was like they made fun of him or something. They were just minding their own business.
You're like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like, does it like disturb you that much to see like white people?
Like, you're white too. It's like friendly fire. Not even good at it.
Is he white?
I thought he was Asian.
Yeah, it made me kind of think that it might have been Asian or something.
Well, his model was white. Either way, it's like.
Well, his model is white. That's completely different. Like everyone's model is white. They look semi-Asian American. They all look like that. They're anime.
Yeah.
They're anime. It's very fucking hard to tell.
Solo leveling IRL. Oh my god.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
I hate that show too.
Shut the fuck up.
Solo leveling. Oh, shocker. The Crunchyroll produced anime wins the Crunchyroll Anime Awards.
Wow.
Shocker.
Yeah, Yuki Violetta. Okay, yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Part of me wants to join Nijisanji just to call out everyone that's like done bad shit that hasn't been kicked out yet.
So, you gotta do the next Mission Impossible movie, but it's like Tom Cruise trying to sneak into Nijisanji.
I literally got the Mission Impossible music. I start calling them out. It goes on for months. It goes. I collab with every VTuber in that group that's had some controversial shit, and I should just slowly drop it.
Yeah, you do it on stream.
I do it on
Yeah.
stream. It's everyone's mouth starts dropping. Biggest fucking clip of the month gets on the news. Breaking news
Yeah.
is VTubers
And then you,
calling
like,
out everyone
vanish.
Niji Sanji. I vanish, but I don't get terminated.
They vanish. No.
On the
Listen,
third day, I
chat, I
rose
had
again
this-
just to
listen,
call out
chat.
shit.
Listen, chat. I have 20 minutes till the cyanide pill runs out, and now you're gonna hear everything about Niji Sanji.
The executives are very sexist, and they do not pay us as equally as the women.
Worst of all, they like feet.
They do like feet. They've harassed. Funny enough, they also harassed the men for feet pics.
They wanted my feet.
They want my feet. They saw a wart on my toe when they gasped. They had an orgasm, and you could hear that in the Grand Canyon.
Like I went to the beach. I went to the beach with Niji Sanji executives. I put on some slippers. The whole room was white right after.
The sand was whiter than usual.
Oh
It's
my
almost
god.
like it's almost like I was in a Chobani commercial.
And I was hallucinating. I thought that was just sea foam coming in from the ocean. No, it wasn't foam.
No.
God, where the fuck are we going with this?
I don't even
Going
know.
to it. We're the padded room this episode.
Padded room. I was in a padded room.
Oh yeah, and then there was
I was in a white room. A white room with
Rubber
rats.
room.
Rats
are crazy.
They make me go
Rats.
crazy. Crazy.
Crazy?
I was
I
crazy,
was
once.
crazy
once.
They put me in a room.
Not be in a room.
A rubber room.
A rubber room.
A rubber room with
Room
rats.
full of rats.
Rats.
Rats
They
make
make
crazy.
me go crazy. Crazy? I was
Crazy?
crazy.
I was
once.
crazy once. Not to be in a room. A rubber room.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Crazy. Gay? I was gay once. They put me in a pod.
God.
Throw the TV!
Anyway, next topic.
Yeah,
Welcome
well,
to the
there was-
VUniverse podcast.
There was another Niji Sanji person that was terminated, who's now Sayu Synchronicity, because she made like rape jokes and stuff, and like
Who?
also Sayu. I don't remember her
Sayu.
name, like as a Niji Sanji person. She was like the gray-haired Exoliel, I think. Something.
What does she
Sayu
look like? Where's she look? Oh, it's you. Generic Zenless Zone Zero looking character.
I mean, a lot
Yeah.
of them look like generic.
I say that as a Zenless Zone Zero fan.
Oh, this girl.
Ew.
Hold on. I'll send it in the chat.
I have dislike for every gacha I've ever seen because every character has never looked appealing. Who is that?
Yeah, well, it's not
The
really
basic
important.
woman.
It's more just important that, she made like awful jokes. She was like joking about like rape and like all sorts of like things. And she
Like
got terminated.
consistently, or
I don't remember, honestly. I just remember that like in a game she was like, what was it? Something about how like, oh, if you're dressed like that, you kind of like I wouldn't be surprised or something.
Mamma mia. Mamma mia.
Oh, and then what's her name? There was the bullying. There was like the bullying.
I don't know. I
of-
don't know. I just
yeah.
found that really funny.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff with Niji Sanji. Just in general, just it's awful.
are these
It's-
all Niji En? By the way, I'm just now realizing
Yes.
are these all the?
Yes.
They're all
yeah.
En.
Yeah.
So we don't even know what the fuck's going on in the Japanese section. then,
Yeah.
yeah?
And here we peek at the Japanese section, and they're like rotting in the corner. It's like the fucking Willie Afton Springlock.
think-
They're just sitting there.
Yeah, I don't think I ever heard anything dramatic about the
Yeah, the Japanese side.
man. Maybe Americans and English are fucked up. Wait. Oh, no.
Maybe.
Oh no. English was the problem all along. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't really find them. I can't find the person on Niji for some reason, on the Niji website.
Who?
The person you were talking about making the
Yeah, because they removed
the assault
them.
jokes.
They removed them. From
They
the
removed them
website.
entirely.
They
Okay.
nuked out the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I mentioned I don't think I see Celine either.
Yep.
Well, I mean, Celine's been gone for like a while.
Yep.
Hmm. Man.
So let's move on to our
Bogo's
next topic.
vented. Yeah, we
Bogo's
were
vented.
we were getting somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, what a different if it was in here for sure. Yeah. I guess I like it. Yeah, our next topic, cryptids.
Cryptids.
We can touch on them because that would be
We're
great
touching
for next
cryptids?
episode.
Mm-hmm.
Crawfish.
I didn't know we were touching
Crawfish.
cryptids, man. That's inappropriate. I don't want to
You
be part
mean
of
you
that.
don't want to touch Mothman?
I don't want to touch the moth. Actually, I
Have you
probably
seen
wouldn't
how
have.
have you seen how that thing hangs?
He hangs himself.
Jesus.
But
we
yeah,
going with this?
I get. Well, I mean, I would like next episode to talk. But we got to come with like, because there's
should be
a cryptid for
entirely-
each state.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should come and look at
Why'd you pause at come?
next.
Why'd you
gen-
pause at come
because
like
I
that?
I think we
was
should
gathering my
come.
thoughts and like
I
the
think
whole,
we should come.
I think we should
Together.
come on my own account. Do not come. Do not come. I'm gonna
Do
come.
not come. What the fuck is this episode? We haven't even like talked about anything else. I mean, we haven't even talked about like Soul's departure. I think we should have brought that up
Yes,
at the start
let's-
of the episode. We didn't
Right,
even
I
bring
mean,
up Soul's
I
departure
honestly-
this
I wasn't
whole
sure.
episode.
Let's talk
I wasn't
about that.
sure. I mean, we'll touch on that real quick. Where, Soul was cool. He just was creative differences.
Basically, yeah, he felt
Not
he
really,
wasn't.
not really anything malicious.
Yeah, he felt he
He
wasn't
just felt
a
like he didn't
good
belong.
fit for the group. And
Not even like he
yeah.
wasn't. He was second guessing VTubing altogether.
really,
Was he?
Yeah, because that's what I got. Where it's like the way he typed it out, he felt like he wasn't fit to be a VTuber, which that's okay.
He still streams.
No,
I
he
think
still
when he said that he
streams.
was streaming
Well-
when that whole thing was going on.
Well, you know, with like the whole promoting yourself and everything, and having to maintain models.
Hmm.
Like he just wants to do what he wants when he wants, and that's okay.
yeah. No ill will.
Yeah, I see,
no
I
ill
see.
will.
No ill will. No
Yeah.
ill
Just-
will.
Yeah, cancerous will.
We're gonna be looking for a new member, but like in a month, of course.
In a month.
Just to give it
This
time.
is
So you have a
This is
time. We
gonna-
have it sit and marinate.
this
We
has been
haven't
a
made the
very
pickling juice.
disorganized episode.
Yes.
Wow.
Disjointed, but like half of us are missing. So
What was the start of the episode?
we're talking about the Whopper
soy
estrogen
milk.
burger.
no after
Oh my gosh. I think we went straight into the art and streaming struggles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome. Yeah. Can we just title this our most disorganized episode yet? This feels very fucking messy. We were.
Or
what was
even
our-
just call it like the rubber room.
a
the
rubber
room full
room
of
of
rats.
Rats. They
No,
make me go
no, I'm
crazy.
sorry. No, the rubber
Crazy?
room without the
I
rats.
was crazy once. They put me in a room, a white room,
A
rubber-
room.
a right room of rats. Rats. They make me go crazy. Crazy. I was crazy.
I
once.
was crazy once.
They put me
I
in
was
a
in a
room.
room, rubber
All
room.
right.
Room for rats. Rats made me crazy.
Crazy.
Ah.
Okay. Anyways.
I think my new model should just be me in a straight jacket. I'm losing it. Anyway. Yeah. So we talked about Twisty Nippy. We dragged it on for every problematic person in Ichisanji. Movies. Has
I
anyone
think-
seen any movies recently?
Well, soon I'm gonna see the
I'm
F1
waiting-
movie.
Ooh. So is that like a prequel to like F2 and F3? Or is there like an F0 before?
It's
Yeah,
just
Fantastic
F1.
One. Yeah, I didn't know there was a Fantastic One. I was aware of like Fantastic Four. You know, I didn't know there was a Fantastic One.
I'm the
That also
Fantastic
starred
One.
Pedro Pascal.
Oh, not him!
Oh my gosh. Anyways,
Pedro
what
Pascal
movies?
stars in everything.
Is that really the case? I feel like he's just like been like the top choice recently. There's probably
Yeah.
gonna be
I
like
just
a period of time afterwards where he's not gonna be featuring as much. It was like kind of the same with maybe Jack Black. as
Mhm.
well, where you would see him in a lot of movies. Like,
Yeah.
he still appears
I-
in
Like,
movies. Like he
I
was
gotta
in Minecraft.
say,
Yeah.
for the Mandalorian, Pascal was really good.
He was in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, he is the Mando.
Really?
He's the Mando. He was the Mando all along.
Yeah, that is, and he takes his helmet because the reason why, first of all, the reason why the Mando doesn't take off his helmet because he's a way of the child Mando, which they are the first Mandalorian band, and their whole thing is they can't let another person who isn't their lover see them under their masks. So they're always wearing the
Oh.
helmet for cultural reasons. That's why the only time we
That's the
see
point of the
Mando
mask.
take off. That's why we see Pedro when he takes off his mask. It's a droid doing it. There's no one else around him.
Hmm.
Is it like a? I'm gonna be like yelled at or something for saying this. Is it like a hijab thing where Arabian women like wear a hijab and they don't really wear show their face in front of people? Or am I
Not
mixing
really.
that logic?
You're mixing
up?
that up. It's the logic because you're mixing that up.
I see. Okay.
Because from what I've gathered, now take this with a grain of salt. I am #1 Catholic boy. The hijab and coverings in Muslim cultures exist to protect the women from men. That's what
Okay.
I've gathered.
Well, I know it was like to
it's
protect her
the-
face from something. I didn't know if it was like
Yeah.
just to protect her face from men in general, or just like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about
Okay.
modesty, like covering your hair
Yeah.
and stuff. That sort of
I
thing.
see. I guess
Meanwhile,
you-
the Mandalorian way of the whatever, I forgot what it was. I think it's way of the child, but it's like
Way of the baby.
I am way of the whatever the baby, but it's like my identity is so personal to me that I will only let my loved one, the one I trust the absolute most, see it.
Okay.
Hmm.
And so it's interesting because when Mandalorians of that chapel group decided to eat, so the culture is they will all take their food one by one and they'll go walk off to where they can't be seen. And the one who cooks gets the privilege of just being able to stay by the fire.
Hmm.
Which is interesting. But then, so he was casted as the Mandalorian, and he did he's a really good job. And then he was Joel in The Last of Us live action.
Yeah.
Which, say what you want about live action of that, he makes a really good Joel.
I can't
He
wait for
does.
the live action remake for Last of Us. Can't wait for the remake of it.
He was a really good Joel because he fits. And then he was casted as Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Which I personally think that he's too stocky to be Mr. Fantastic.
Would there be any other Marvel character? Because I can't really think of one on the top of my head where I think like, oh, Pedro Pascal could be this Marvel character or whatnot.
I don't know Marvel to the extent you do, so I need to look into that.
Yeah, no, I have 2 encyclopedias downstairs. I can probably grab one.
Yeah, but like for me, like with how stocky Pedro Pascal is, he feels like a really good like Gomez Adams from like the Adams Family.
You know,
Like he has the facial trait, he has the beard.
You say that now, but you know, maybe in like 10 years from now, there's an Addams Family remake or something. And they star Pedro Pascal, and then he dies of stomach cancer, and a year or
Oh,
two
no.
later.
Jeez.
I mean, I would
Just like the
like
original actor.
I love the Adams Family. I would love to. They're creepy, they're kooky, all around loopy. Kind of like this podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, see, I'm creepy. You're kooky. Emphy's loopy.
I'm very loopy.
I don't know if I'm getting that right. What was the saying again?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but you're saying it
Oh,
as
for
like
fuck's sake.
it's like the creepy kooky looky sounds like the anti Donald Duck nephews like Huey, Louie, Dewey.
Ah,
Like it's like mirror counterparts.
I'm on IMDb right now. I was looking through Pedro Pascal's movie. He was also in a Wild Robot.
Wild Robot. I see, but that's more of a VA thing.
Yeah, he was the fox.
He was the fax, yeah. He was in a movie with Nick Cage, I believe, right?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was like in a it was in a movie with Nick Cage. I'm pretty sure. Wait, maybe I'm wrong. No. You know what? Can someone take my mouth? Someone, can someone
Hold
tape
on,
on
hold on. Let me book a plane
Yeah,
ticket
yeah.
real quick.
Shit.
Hold on, maybe let me book a
She's
plane
50
ticket.
years
like,
old.
Oh wait, you should
Yes.
like totally like check your like windows or something. Like I don't know, maybe like I don't know. Like
Oh my
no
god, there's a
one's outside to
flying
like.
cruise station on my window. Ah,
Maybe you
shit.
should like open your door or something. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't think anyone's there.
Where's the raid? Pedro Pascal's 50 years old.
But yeah, I just don't think
I
he
thought-
makes a really good Mr. Fantastic. He's a pretty good actor. Just doesn't fit Mr. Fantastic. I need my Mr. Fantastic to be a dweeb, a twig, and punchable.
Well, he was never really like that in the comics either. Like every run,
Well, at least like lean. Like
he was never really a bitch. He was never
well,
lean either.
I mean not. I mean more just like it's like Mr. Fantastic's a nerd. Pedro Pascal isn't.
I don't know. I remember reading Jack Kirby, the Stanley and Jack Kirby run of Fantastic Four as a kid. He never stood to me as like entirely nerdy. If you wanted to pick on someone nerdy, that would be Peter Parker during that during that year as well. Peter Parker was the nerdy scrawny kid you would bully, not
Yeah.
Reed
I
Richards.
do think we should shove every penis Parker into a locker.
Yeah, we never did that with Tom Holland. Damn.
No, but they did green screen the kiss between him and Mary Jane.
What?
Yeah, no. The second movie, Zendaya wasn't there for the actual kiss scene. She wanted to get actually green screened in.
What was the reason? Was there a reason?
I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't know that was green screen.
Hold on.
Amphi, did you know?
No, I didn't know.
I can grab yeah, here it is. There's a No Way Home.
Let me see.
Here, let me go.
What?
Look at that. Look at that.
That's so.
That's so pathetic. I'm sorry.
Are they together and actually though?
Yeah.
They are, but it's like it's a weird like situationship like Will Smith G.I. Jane thing. And meanwhile Tom Holland's getting back shots on a different show before.
Well, that was. I forgot he got
Aren't
back
they
shots.
engaged?
I don't know.
I believe they're in a relationship.
Weird.
I don't know how far the relationship
I
is.
thought they got
and,
engaged
They're weird.
recently. Let me look it up.
How far? Apparently miles away. If she can't be flown in to
Yeah,
kiss
they're
for a scene.
engaged.
Okay, yeah.
It was earlier this year.
It's
Oh.
crazy.
What movie What movie are you thinking of where it's like he got back shots? What?
I know it was
or
some
show?
TV show, some HBO show.
An HBO show?
Yeah.
I'm looking at his IMDb. The most recent show it was in was called The Crowded Room, and it was an Apple miniseries.
I think it might have been that one.
Speaking of like Tom Holland, apparently him and Jonathan Berthel might star in the next Spider-Man movie.
I know nothing about actors, so I can't really talk on
John
it.
Berthel is the dude who played the Punisher. He's right
Oh.
now the current actor for the Punisher. So yeah, John Berthel will be starring together possibly in the next Spider-Man movie. And there was something else about Mr. Negative, which I think is gonna be played by the same guy who played as Invincible. Crab?
Wait, what? Hold
Where'd
on.
Crab go?
I
Crustacean!
don't know. So like he was playing the guy, Steven? What's his name? Stefan? Stephen?
Stephen Hugh, I think.
Yeah.
There was rumors that he was going to be coming back as like the next Spider-Man villain, playing as Mr. Negative.
Oh.
So
Sorry,
it'll be a Spider-Man movie. Even if it's not good, it'll be a fun watch.
Mhm.
Sorry, I stepped away for 1 second.
Why? We gotta leave, Crab.
I've been.
Where are you going?
I gotta go piss. Do a little bit of recycling.
What do you mean you gotta piss? Hold it in.
No.
Nuh-uh.
What the fuck you mean? Nuh-uh?
No.
Anyway, we got off topic. We were supposed to talk about upcoming movies, and then we brought up Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, we
and
brought
Tom
Pedro
Holland.
Pascal. But yeah, I'm still excited for the Fantastic Four movie.
Mm-hmm.
Still gonna be fun. And then
and then we got
Superman 2. We got Superman coming before, and Schneider fans are in shambles.
I mean, yeah, Snyder fans will always be in shambles. I think my mom might be one as well, because she was still complaining about Henry Cavill not coming back as Superman.
Yeah.
Have any of y'all seen Henry Cavill's Superman?
I have not. No.
Okay.
I've not really seen a Superman movie.
Really? Yeah.
So the new one will be my first one.
Okay. And then, what about you? Have you seen any previous Superman movie other than Cavill's?
Well, I don't know actors, so.
Henry Cavill's the guy is the Witcher.
I don't think so. I haven't really watched any like Superman movies. I don't think.
Okay.
I just know that people want him to be picked up for, and he did a demo for a James Bond movie.
Yeah.
They want him as James Bond, and it's a movie that I know Amazon's producing it. The working on James Bond movie, but the thing is that's exciting about it is I think the idea is that a James Bond movie starring Henry Cavill as Bond with all practical effects.
Oh, interesting.
Because no one has practical effects anymore. But look at that. Look at those. Like I think that was a promo shot, and then that was another mock-up. Like look how good those look.
Yeah,
I would prefer Henry Cavill as that instead of Superman.
And then he also wants to do a Warhammer show or movie.
I can't wait to see the orcs.
Because he's a huge. I don't think he mentioned he was poked about his favorite Space Marine chapter. I don't think we got an answer to that.
Well,
so we don't know what Superman's favorite chapter is.
Will we be seeing the stupid dwarves, the reality reshaping dwarves?
Orcs.
Or dwarves,
they have dwarves, and the dwarves have a gameplay mechanic of a big book of grudges, and it's in the thing too, where they have races and people they don't like. And so let's say in tabletop, you do something against a dwarf, they add your name to the big book, and they get extra damage against you.
What? That's so fucking petty. That's so fucking petty. Great. I'm sorry.
That is the orcs and this is like the very tip of the iceberg for Warhammer. Once you get hooked in, there's no coming back out.
I'm sorry. We have reality shaping orcs, but orcs are big, dumb, stupid gringoys who do horror.
We have space,
and then we have dwarves who have their own version of the death. They have the petty Death Note.
That way, we have space knife ears, who not only birth the lust god of that universe, but also have elves.
Oh,
space elves.
Space elves.
We have space elves that not only birth the lusty chaos god of that universe, but also there's an evil counterpart that kidnaps people and turns them into human furniture.
What?
Because they're evil and fucked up.
Become furniture. Become a chair, so I may sit on
become
you.
Chair.
Become chair. What?
There is just we're not gonna don't get me started on more Warhammer stuff. Once you get in, you walk out spending at least $200.
Back to Superman before we get distracted by more Warhammer bullshit.
It's like every time Warhammer gets brought up, it's like me. I jingle keys in your face, like jingle.
Yeah, the fucking Markiplier meme, jingle. The back room before the back room.
Yeah. Before the back room, jingle. Here you are not want to care about Warhammer, and then now you want to hear more about the orcs.
I think the orcs have just some the most intriguing out of everything they said. The dwarves are petty. We have space subs, so birth to the god that can turn you into furniture. What's next? I'm gonna hear about some kind of like
No. Sorry, the space god does not turn you into furniture. It's a different race of space elves that are evil that turn you into furniture. Slanesh is different. He's just horny.
Okay. Anyway, let's get back to the movies, the upcoming movies.
Anyway, if you have seen Zack Snyder's Superman movie, it's not as good people might be saying. It was, in my opinion, very boring. It was another movie based around his origin story that just got edgy, that became 10 times more edgier because it was made by Zack Snyder, who has, I'm pretty sure on the record, that says like he's only read 2 comic books in his life, and that was one was a Batman comic and the other was Watchmen, which he directed the Watchmen movie, and I believe that one was pretty good. But the Superman one, no, he never read a Superman comic, so he never really understood like what Superman was meant to be and represent. And then so he dies in the next fucking movie in Batman versus Superman, and that was a shit show film.
That was something.
It was something. I don't know if people remember Batman versus Superman either.
I think I kind of.
We got a cool Batman suit from it, and that was it.
Was it a cool? It looked very meh. I think most of Batman suits look meh. They never like went with the. I'm waiting for a Batman movie offer where it like goes with the classic blue that he used to wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like because I've seen an idea where it's like, oh, as Batman gets older, he gets more serious. I'm like, no, I've seen an interpretation where like as Batman gets older, he turns into Adam West Batman.
Yeah, there's
where he lines up.
Batman in the comics is like he's grumpy. Yeah, he's edgy, sure, but he's also like got a fucking family now. In most of the comics, like he's got a couple of kids he's raised, even if they've all been fucked up. And we got Nightwing, and Nightwing's supposed to be getting something in the future as well, I believe. Same with a Robin film as well, if I recall, something with Jason Todd and Damian Wayne. Could be wrong on that. It was one of the 2 Robins.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the original advertisement that landed Adam West into the Batman spot?
No, I have not.
It's interesting. Let me go share that real quick. Let me go stream that real quick.
And that will have to be the last thing because we're almost out of time.
Over time, but let me go stream it from my screen real quick, and you can edit it in later. But this was filmed before Adam West Batman. This advertisement pretty much landed him the spot. It was a Nesquik Quick commercial.
Interesting.
And so,
I don't think I mentioned. Did we talk about How to Train Your Dragon and
No, we
Lilo and
haven't.
Stitch? We were going to talk about that before the podcast. Shoot. So what do we want to talk about first, Lilo and Stitch or Dragon?
Either is fine with me. Honestly, I have stuff to say about Lilo and Stitch.
Let's talk Lilo and Stitch first.
We have Lilo and Stitch. It's crazy how you can just take a cult classic movie and then
just destroy
drop a steamy pile of shit all over it.
I know they completely like removed like Gontu and like made that other alien the villain, and then they also like
they got
the ending where
the whole Lilo gets apparently Ohana doesn't mean family. And apparently Ohana now means surrender your kids to the state so you can go pursue college in a really shitty state.
Also,
yeah, it's so
Hawaii.
messed up.
Isn't like Hawaii like all about marine life? Like
they are, and not only
a college that doesn't.
Like, well, I forgot what her name. Nani was her name. Nani. She would have gotten a full ride to a marine biology school in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just like butchered like the whole message of the movie.
Yeah.
And like they removed also like the making fun of like tourists and like also like the whole culture and stuff. They kind of like they just messed it all up.
I don't think Disney really understands their own movies anymore.
Honestly, yeah.
No,
And
you don't understand. That's you adapted for a modern audience, which
what
is
modern audience? Fucking
cat moms.
cat moms.
Cat moms.
We had
These-
cat moms
these-
back in 2000. What do you mean?
Like these people who like don't actually have kids and they're millennials and Disney adults.
They don't. I don't know.
I don't even know
Like-
what's for
It's
that.
just, they don't. They don't know. They don't know. We don't know what
They
they're
don't
trying to
know.
serve.
They don't
It feels
know.
like Disney
Uh,
doesn't even respect their old like movies anymore.
No, they don't.
No.
They are just like cash grabbing,
and,
like making
and
remakes.
it's the same
and
with
stuff.
their. It's the same with their new movies as well. Where we were talking about
Elio. We're talking about
Elio.
Elio.
We talked about Elio, which like again is another Pixar film that got like no fucking marketing
Yeah.
till the
It was-
very end, where like
it's-
nearing release.
Not
I
even
didn't
that,
see a
like, the
trailer
marketing
for
was
that
not
movie
very
till
good because
last
like
week.
yeah, not only the movie started production in like 2020 or before then, and then COVID happened, and then it was stuck in development hell. And then in the new ads, they were reusing voice samples. So they were sentence
Yeah.
mixing for the new ads, and they couldn't be bothered to record new lines for anything. Like, come on,
It's very lazy.
very lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the last good Pixar Disney film as well? What was the last one? 'Cause
WALL-E.
I remember
So I mean, the Inside Out was good. Inside Out was good. And Inside Out 2
Inside
was
Out 2.
surprisingly
Inside
good.
Out was 2 was good. Yeah.
My friend drafted me to Inside Out 2 and I was there as a hater and I loved it.
No, because I enjoyed the anxiety bits. Yeah.
I haven't
I
watched
just
it
don't
yet.
think that Inside Out 2 should have been called Inside Out 2.
Yeah, they could have done something better.
And then their Element. I think Elemental was pretty
Elemental's pretty
underloved.
pretty good. It was
It was another film that also like got bad marketing.
it got
as
bad
well.
marketing, but then it got kind of fixed. I love the Act of Claude memes where it's like Act
Yeah.
of God or Act of Claude, and it like goes full schizo
Yeah.
with like the Yakuza.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because like what was Elemental really about? It was like race, right, between the different.
Yeah, it was
elements.
about it was kind of a
And
Romeo and Juliet story.
Immigration. No, it was also like the talk about like immigration or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
Like when the fire people were moving in, they were also like kind of like disrespected for even like trying to live in the same places like the waterfolk or something.
Yeah, I think that was part of like the big message in the movie too. Like one of them. That's what I heard
Yeah.
about it.
Lots of there's like a lot of good movies out there that like didn't get the marketing it needed,
Mm-hmm.
and so it just purposely failed. It kind of seems like it seems like the same situation as like when Disney had made the Atlantis and Treasure Planet movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those didn't succeed well because again
They weren't marketed
nothing
right.
was talked about. I don't know how it fails. Like there's like you either have so much marketing but the movie fails, or you have no marketing but the movie fails. It doesn't matter. Like it's just the movie's not.
It's really interesting. A lot of it is the issue of like not only what modern audience, because like the attention spans are way down.
Yeah.
People don't want to invest in original ideas anymore, and that's the issue.
Can't wait for another Last of Us remake.
Yeah.
Live action
People
remake.
like what's
Whoa.
familiar. People want everything watered and dumbed down to them. People don't like to think critically.
Well, and that was the
The
problem
average-
with
the
every,
average
every
audience.
Disney movie. That's the problem with every Disney movie. They tried to do that and they failed.
Yeah.
Lilo Stitch only succeeded because it was on fucking Memorial Day in sales.
Yeah. Like the original, counting for inflation, the original Lilo and Stitch still made more than the remake
Yeah, damn.
on opening weekend.
And then funny enough, the How to Train Your Dragon movie was pretty entertaining and fun to watch. Surprisingly enough, that was a movie I also was like kind of like going in thinking it was gonna be ass, but no, it was really enjoyable, and
That's good.
it made me remember a lot of like what the original first animated movie was. So
I
to do a
do gotta
sequel,
say,
yeah.
I do like the toys they've been putting out. The dragon designs are really neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there were a lot of cool dragon designs. I wish they showed more of that. But at the same time, I think the only problem I had was like with one of the dragons, the little bumpy fat dragons they have.
Yeah, they swap
didn't-
the
they
colors on them.
No, I didn't even notice the color swap. It was like
My-
it was just the look of them. Their eyes just didn't look
Yeah.
right.
My friend mentioned that they swapped because I think they're supposed to be green and they made them blue in the live action.
No, I think they were red.
Or either they're supposed to. The main one was supposed to be green,
I'm pretty sure they were.
and they swapped
red.
colors. Either way, dragons are so cool. I wish Scottish people were real.
Should we tell them?
Where I need me bottle of Scrumpty.
Should we tell them? Yeah. Yeah. I think if you haven't seen the Train Your Dragon movie, I think that one's worth a watch. Maybe I'm just blinded, and it's been way too long since I've seen the first original movie. But I thought it was fun and entertaining, and the cashier was even like, "Yeah, it's really good. It's very faithful to the original script." So I kind of went in with like full hopes.
So I need to see it.
Yeah, and
Look, the little bumpy thing was. It's called a freaking.
the
It's
little
called a
bumpy
grunkle.
thing. The
Yeah,
little bumpy
grunkle.
thing, dude. That's a tumor.
Yeah. Yeah. It was reddish. It was like a reddish color. It didn't, and I didn't see much of that.
But anyway, you mentioned watching F1 movie or wanting to see an F1 movie.
Yeah,
MV.
Fantastic One.
yeah, I was gonna see that. I'm not entirely sure what it's about, but I know that I've heard like good things about it. Of course, a lot of people are pretty like hyped for it that are like into like racing and stuff like that. So I'm kind of excited. But that's all I have to say because we are out of time.
Oh, we out of time.
We're 12 minutes over time, actually.
I don't think 12 minutes. Nah, I don't think that's bad.
Oh,
But
We
yeah,
weren't getting like off topic, and we were
gosh, diddly
yapping
darn.
too much about Twisting Nippy and the Niji problem.
yeah. With that, I'm gonna end here. Thank y'all for
right.
watching.
Thank you all.
Thank
Make
you
sure
very
to
much.
like
Goodbye.
and subscribe and promote the podcast, please. We're
Yes,
desperate.
please.
And
We're
remember,
broke.
everyone watching, you're manually blinking right now.
You're manly blinking?
What?
Manually blinking.
I'm not
Manually blinking.
Anyways,
You're what?
Like,
thank y'all for watching,
just-
and I'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next podcast.
goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.